Pásame la llave. No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tú ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a frontear, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y al estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar, lo que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran...
Got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, a showdown out of the American League Central between the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Brady Singer is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Here's Robbie Grossman, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
First pitch, 110.
Pitch on the way.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
To 1-2 now. All in all, a great afternoon for baseball. 73 degrees here at first pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 3 homers and 14 driven in. Fastball just inside. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Scope is retired. 2 down now.
Batting third.
Next for the Tigers, Jamer Candelario. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Casey Mize gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
With Merrifield next to bat, it lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Out in front of it, strike one. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Batting second.
So here's the Royals DH, Carlos Santana. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out.
Batting third.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First delivery to him. And he fouls this one off.
I love the aggressive approach by this pitcher right now, getting on the mound and getting ahead of the first 3 guys he faces.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Jones retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Miguel Cabrera.
Now here's the first offering. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
At the plate now, Willie Castro, as he'll take a look at ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 home. is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Line towards center field. Taylor is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
So now here is Nico Goodrum looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-1 on its way. No score here as we play inning number 2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The set and the 1-0. Cabrera at second with 2 down. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Pérez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Fouled off. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Kelvin Gutierrez. wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A runner at first with no outs here. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. No balls and a strike to count. And he falls behind 0-2. Ball 1, well below the zone. Bottom of the second here with no score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
In is Jorge Soler as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 4 home runs and 23 driven in. Now the 1-0. 2-0. 2 out with the man at first. Nope. 3-0.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Now to bat, Michael Taylor. First delivery to him. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Ready with the 2-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. The walk would be good here, too.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now at the plate, Nicky Lopez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch him all on the grand slam. His first home run of the season as they move on top 4-0.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. Four runs here in this half inning. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. But the damage done for the Royals, and it came right here on the grand slam home run. We've played 2. It's now 4-0 KC. Jacoby Jones the next to hit, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 1-1 misses off the plate. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
High in the air down the right field line. Another full count pitch home. Scorched to third. Oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. So now into the box is number 34. First trip to the plate for him in the ballgame. Has a look, now the pitch. Jones aboard here at first with nobody out. And he misses 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
No reason to sit on anything other than the hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 pitch to short. He's got it. There's Merrifield on to first to complete the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Robbie Grossman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Again, a 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Tigers fail to make any noise. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
We're back as the Royals prepare for their at-bats here in the third. This lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. And a big part of their success comes from their legs. Coming into this one, they're leading the league in stolen bases, and while that doesn't necessarily translate into offensive production, one player told me, our speed is definitely a catalyst for us to get rallies started. And it's not just steals. We can stretch hits into doubles and triples, and that makes it a lot easier for us to get things going. A lot of good athletes on this club, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Here's a pop-up now. Candelario has room in foul territory. 1 away. Next to hit is Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last debut. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And there are 2 away now. So 2 away here in the Kansas City third. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Pérez. Here's the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Two and 1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Kelvin Gutierrez would be next. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Perez will lay off, and he'll reach. It's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
To the plate now, Kelvin Gutierrez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Royals leave 1. They lead it 4-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jonathan Scope. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. It looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
So a full count now.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Swing and oh my, hit him with the height over the bullpen and gone. Jonathan Scope with a solo shot. 4th home run for him on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
The next batter is Jamer Candelario. Base hit into right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, not exactly sure why he's getting the hook, as he's given up just 1 run, but nevertheless he's on his way to an early shower. Jake Newberry is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
68.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. 1-1. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as a left-hander starts to throw. One run on 3 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
To the left side, but it's well foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
The bat, number 9.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Willie Castro. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And that's the second out. Next up for Detroit, Nico Goodrum. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
From the belt, the pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. High in the air out to center field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Royals 4 and the Tigers 1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in will be Ryan O'Hearn. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. A ball and a strike.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
In now, Jorge Soler, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Number 2.
At the plate now is Michael Taylor. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. From the stretch,
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Grossman has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Royals bats are quiet there, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi.
Wilson.
And now the first pitch. Wilson Ramos is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in next, Jacoby Jones. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Now here's the pitch. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And it's fouled away. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. And now in the box, number 34 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. 1-2 to the Tigers catcher.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Here comes the 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Here now the 2-2 is a called third strike down in the zone. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it 4-1. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Nicky Lopez.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with one swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. And that one yanked just foul. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A bouncer to the left side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
The batter number 15, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in with Merrifield. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Lopez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Down the third baseline, scooped up, there's one. On to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
Now back, the designated hitter, Carlos.
Striding forward now is the DH, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations. Good hitters aren't going to miss.
2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Royals as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Jacob Junis takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and coming forward is the switch hitting outfielder, Robbie Grossman. First offering. Now the 1-0. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third, and oh, they say he beat the throw, safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. Fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. And he makes the throw to first. Scope is retired, and there's one away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Standing in now, Jamer Candelario. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Taylor. This one clears the party porch just shy of the fountains. They don't hit him out there. That's a long home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Dan, just a nasty sinker right there, low and on the outside corner. I can't tell you how many times I've grounded that ball to a middle infielder.
You know, in the day and age now, D-Roll, these hitters are so well adjusted at going out of the zone and being able to get the barrel to it. That was a real good sinker that was down, and he was still able to get the barrel to it.
Stepping in now, Miguel Cabrera. Strike one to start the at-bat. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. And the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Willie Castro. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Here's the first pitch.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Cabrera, base runner at first with 1 out. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
from the stretch.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Right about now, the manager is questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Now to the plate, here is Nico Goodrum. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly over the bullpen and into the stands. That's one long home run. 3-run home run down the line in right. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now 6-4.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Greg Holland, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Into the box now, Wilson Ramos, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Next up is Jacoby Jones. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He's set. Here it comes. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
So now to the plate, number 34. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Holland's ready. Here's the delivery. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Tigers 6 and the Royals 4. And now here is Andrew Benintendi, 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
Andrew Benintendi.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball that down.
Sharp ground ball to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador.
And up steps Salvador Pérez. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Next to dig in, Kelvin Gutierrez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1. Ryan O'Hearn is on deck. Out, he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Tyler Alexander takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Ryan O'Hearn will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away. Two and 1 to the Royals' first baseman.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
The 2-1. 2-2 the count. bouncer up the middle. Slide and a stop by Scope. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. We're back to Kansas City in just a moment.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Robbie Grossman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just inside. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 1 away. So here is Jonathan Scope. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 0-2 to Scope.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Ready with the 0-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Jamer Candelario will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled away. Again, another foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now another 2-2. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone. A solo shot down the line in right. His 2nd home run of the game, and it's now 7-4.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Up next to the
Into the box, Miguel Cabrera. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Holland pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Get up and stretch. It's the Tigers 7 and the Royals 4. Brian Garcia will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And digging in is the outfielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit softly down the line at first. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Now at the plate, here is Michael Taylor.
Michael Taylor.
First delivery to him. Slider finds the zone for a strike. And he takes strike 2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Up next to the board.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Nicky Lopez singled in his last at-bat. From the stretch. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. KC down in order. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Wade Davis has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping in once again is Willie Castro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
1-0 pitch on the way. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Next, it'll be Nico Goodrum. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
And the pitch. This is pulled into right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Wilson Ramos.
At the plate now, Wilson Ramos, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And there's out number 2. Now it'll be Jacoby Jones, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 1-1. To 2-2 now. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. They hold a 7-4 lead. Jose Cisnero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield.
And now the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 1-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3. On deck, Carlos Santana. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it's one hops the ball, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Speared on the dive. He is out.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so you just want to make sure you get it on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
And now, Andrew Benintendi. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
Zero, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Pérez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Pérez is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice. These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a check swing, but he clearly went around that time. Benintendi stands at first with 1 out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Kelvin Gutierrez, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding fastballs, devastating off speed. But they'd be lying if they didn't say they wanted a 2-run, 3-run lead. That's exactly what this guy has a chance to do. Hand it to that monster in the 9th with a 2-run lead.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Ramos has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. 9th inning coming up. Tigers are out in front, 7-5. Tyler Zuber enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in, number 34, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 pitch, and it's 1-1. And it's 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out. Next, it'll be Robbie Grossman. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. Merrifield scoops it up, and there are 2 away now. So now to the plate, Jonathan Scope struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as they open up an 8-5 lead.
They still have the bottom of the ninth to try and stage a comeback, but one thing that's not coming back is this blast to extend the lead to 3. Nice knowing you've got some room for error, especially on the road.
Stepping in now, Jamer Candelario, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back up the middle, reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But tack on 1 more to the Tiger lead thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Royals. It's the Tigers 8 and the Royals 5. Gregory Soto is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Now at the plate is Ryan O'Hearn. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. At the plate, Jorge Soler. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the stretch. That one's in there, 3-1. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Hanser Alberto will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at 1st and 2nd and nobody out in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. He swings and lines it to left. That's in there. Base hit. O'Hearn rounds the corner and is headed home.
He'll score easily as they now trail by only 2. Stepping in next, Nicky Lopez. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. And this one's in the dirt. Goes to third with it. And he's called out on a close play at third.
That's a tough one right there. You're already in scoring position. So if you're a base runner in that situation, you got to see it actually get away if you're going to try and take third.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Line hard deep into left. And Ramos able to look this one into his glove for out number 2.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Whit.
Next to stand in is Whit Merrifield, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He's set and the pitch.
Nope. You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Alberto stands at second with 2 gone. Grounded to the right. Scope is there. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict when this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. The Detroit Tigers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Casey Mize with his 4th win this season. Gregory Soto records the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Can't do nothing but love fresh, huh? You won't know what we gonna do next, huh? You bought our ticket to check, huh? You wearing a vest, huh? You trying to protect your chest, huh? You spend 70 on your bins, huh? That ain't sure that's for your friends, huh? You won't stop these heads from playing with you, huh? You won't run the block, huh? You don't really want to mess with them clowns, huh? You come up with them clowns, huh? You stuck with them clowns, huh?
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 8 runs, 9 hits. No errors, they left 4 men on base. For Kansas City, 6 runs, 8 hits. 1 error, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.